Splinter Snake here. This time with, I guess, a bit of a tutorial. I'm just trying to show you a little bit of what I've actually learned over the last few days. Not a vast knowledge, but it's a little bit, and I'm going to try and show you guys best I can. You know, be a bit helpful, give back to all the love and support you guys are giving back to me. Now, I've shown this guy in a couple of my videos where I've been asking some help on his paint scheme, and I've decided to go for what I've done here with the blue at the bottom, dark blue at the bottom, and a dry brush, the black at the top. The problem with dry brushing is it's very messy, and you literally get your brush, that's what I'm using, and you literally go, it's messy, it does splatter a little bit, and the other problem is if you've got two very different colours, like you see I've got flesh tone, although it's a rough paint, I've then also got and then a flesh tone here and a black here, and then a black here and a flesh tone here, what it will be anyway. So it's going to make this very, very messy. So I've started implementing, and I've got to say I would never be able to do the work I've done so far without this simple trick, which is used by decorators and painters throughout, and it's called masking tape. That's right. I didn't really think of this before. I've used masking tape to hold things together, but I've never really used it just like temporary while I'm doing something, like gluing something together or something like that. I've never used it in painting before, and it's fundamentally what it's for. For those of you who don't actually know what masking tape is, it's very simply a not very adhesive tape, which decorators use to do a straight line against a border or something so they don't ruin. So like when they're painting a wall and they've got a little I can't think what it's called, a little bit at the bottom of the wall. If they don't want to paint to go into that, they put masking tape along it. So therefore the paint, they can paint as much as they like and hit it, and they don't have to worry about making marks on it. Fundamentally the same principle. Like I said, I've done it with quite a few figures, and the results have been quite mind-blowing to me. I really want to just like pull these figures and show you, but I'm trying to be patient. I want to like wait till I finish them. So I'm going to do a little bit of the old masking tape here. Now, what I do, because you don't need a lot, and you're not going to paint the whole arm, is I grab a strip, and then I tear that strip in half, and I grab something to stick the other one to, and then you want to use the flat edge, and then very simply put that along the bit you don't want to get covered. Now just bear in mind, I'm expecting some company soon, so my door's probably going to knock, and you're going to hear a dog barking. Now you got to make sure you get that right up. Make sure you cover everything you want. Now the problem with these figures is because they're like muscly and there's bits here and there's bits there. So that's not bad. I've got almost just the right amount. I'm going to put another little bit over that just to make sure it gets complete seal, because else we'll get some black paint going on the flesh. Not the end of the world. I can always repaint it, but it's a lot easier to do this way, and you get a much neater paint. Like for a character I'm working on, as you guys have seen, is Captain America, where he has his red and his white and his blues and colours all over the place. It's a lot easier if I have the areas I want covered, or the areas I don't want covered. So that way I can paint as freely as I like. I need a bit more, not a lot. The other beautiful thing about this stuff is, you've seen I'm just doing this with my bare hands, and it tears so easily. It really is just so cool. It's a great product, and I recommend it to anyone who wants to try this kind of thing. Just going to show you this quickly. Right, and I think I'm going to speed up here and finish doing this. Okay, so you can see that now I've got his arms done. So now I'm going to do his neck. Now I've kind of made a mistake here already, so I'm trying to rectify this right now. Okay, so the good thing about masking tape is it's not very strong, and as you can see, if I focus, you can see just here got a bit which I don't want to be there. Now I could take off and try restrain it, you know what, or I could just cut this straight off, just very gently do that. But I'm actually going to reapply it because I want it to be a nice straight line, and I'm actually going to use that with my there we go, that's what I wanted. Make you see I've got a nice flat line that's even going all the way around. Okay. Get these bits out of the way. Okay. Put the brush out of the way. So next up we need to undercoat all these bits with my lovely, not that. This is what I'm using. It's a gloss night blue. I'm not worried about the gloss, although it's kind of helping for the leather effect. Because if you notice on his little finger, they're kind of shiny, and that's not just my light. If I turn this off a bit, that's my other light, but you can see it's got a bit of shine to it, so it's working really well. So let's do that. I'm going to move camera and we'll go from there. Okay, I'm going to give it a break there. I'm going to let the top half dry, because then I can handle the top half and I can paint the bottom half. It's a good tip, you know, take your time with these things, don't try and rush them. I used to do that a long time ago and I used to make lots of mistakes. And as you can see on the back of this arm, I've made a mistake, you know, I accidentally swiped it, but it's not a big deal, I can clean it off, I can paint over that. So yeah, let's give that a chance to dry and we'll continue. Okay, and we're back. See, I've got in a weird hunched over position so I can do all these joints while they're exposed, get to his shoulders nicely, and get to the bits that I've missed. I've also changed brush because the one I was using is an old brush and it's just fallen apart really. So yeah, let's get cracking. Do you know, I've just thought of something that you guys could actually maybe help me with something else. Obviously this is going to be a blue undercoat with a black dry brush. Sorry, I keep knocking this camera, it's hard. It's kind of weird to paint past something. Anyway, any suggestions on maybe how to highlight yellow? Now, I know yellow is one of the hardest colours to work with. I've done something a little while ago with, I needed a white. And I basically did a dry brush of white straight over black, and it doesn't look terrible. I know they're very, very different colours, but you know, it looks good. So any suggestions would be helpful. Okay, and again, I've got to let it dry in these joints here, so I can then straighten them out and then get to those other parts that I can't see. But I'm going to move him to one side quickly, and I want to show you. Can you see all this splatter? Look at all that. And that's not even using the dry brushing yet, and that's coming off for this. So that's not good, is it? Good thing it's an old desk. Anyway, we shall be back again in a bit. Okay, and we're back, and as you can see, I've not got a lot left to do. A few little bits here and here and here. I used my knife to cut that ridge. I kind of tried to point it out and sped up time, but just got to do it under here, back of the legs. I'm not too worried about the belt. If I get it, you know, I get it. If I don't, I don't. I might go over it just to make it consistent with the buckle, but not too worried about it. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so that's the undercoat done, so to speak. I'm not going to do any more tonight. I'm going to let this dry overnight because I want to make sure it's 100% dry. Give it plenty. Ah, poop, missed a few bits. How bad am I? Look, I've missed all those bits under his buckles. Maybe we're not done. I'll finish them off quickly while I'm off camera. Yeah, and as I said, I'm going to let this dry overnight, and then tomorrow we will come back and continue. Whether I upload this as two parts, we shall see. Anyway, if I do, thanks a lot for watching. Catch you guys in part 2.